Hey everyone, Aaron here, and this is my 68th review on the channel, and today's review is of Sengoku Basara. I try to say that with like a feudal Japanese thing, but I don't want to say it. You know, I do actually have a voice that I could do, but I think putting it in my review probably would piss people off, so I'm not going to do that voice. But Sengoku Basara is actually based off a video game franchise called Devil Kings in America, but in Japan it was called Sengoku Basara. And it takes place with the Japanese kind of feuding periods, you know, where everyone's used to if you played any of those type of games like Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors, for example. It takes place in that time period. Not so per se Dynasty Warriors, more so Samurai Warriors. You have like, you know, Atsuhiro Tanaka and who else? Nobunaga, Oda, etc., etc. Now, Sanada, which is one of the guy on the right. But what the whole show is about is it's kind of just about fighting characters and kind of loose history. I mean, like, I want to say that there's a lot of historical elements. You know, some of these characters are really based off of real characters from real life exploits during Japanese warring periods. But don't expect them to be realistically kind of portrayed. I mean, last time I checked it, you know, most warriors in Japan didn't have open leather jackets with giant spears in both hands, or, you know, characters with 6 swords. You know, that doesn't happen. But it's anime. You have to love it. So Sengoku Basara, though, follows more so Sanada and Mitsuhiro's stories in terms of kind of how they deal with a lot of the warring periods. You know, they're fighting against each other. They're fighting against rivals. And it's a whole show based on rivalries and just warring periods. I mean, again, this is a show about warring period during Japan. I mean, you don't need very much synopsis in terms of what to expect in this. There are going to be fights, on large caliber fights. You're going to have single-handed, like, 2-on-2 fights. It's just a fight anime that's with swords and spears and guns. It's just that type of... I can't really put too much in terms of explaining that because it's, again, very simple. And that's probably my biggest problem with Sengoku Basara, is that it's so simple that it kind of annoys me. You know, they try to kind of give every character these kind of very deep and complex character development processes and such like that. But what you end up getting is a story where it's just fighting. You get an anime that's all about fighting. You know, every episode has a fight somewhere in it. And it's, you know, I'd rather just to say go play Sengoku Basara or play Devil Kings or play Samurai Warriors if you want more action or you want more storytelling out of that, because you get more storytelling out of that. Sengoku Basara, I can't say the characters you could progress because they're never going to progress as characters. They're always going to be the arrogant characters they are, or the cocky characters, or the smart, because they're already based off of characters. You know, if you read the story about Nobunaga Oda, not the stuff in video games that talks about him being the Demon King and stuff like that, you read about a character who had some very strong powers about this and that. He had some strong political aspects, and he had some weird, creepy sides to him, which is why people always said that he was like a magician and, you know, had secret, non-dying capabilities. You know, you read about Sanada being a guy who was a very strong fighter who used to yell on battle, who would fight with very brazen clothing to make him stand out in the battlefield. But, you know, if you don't read into any of the lore for these characters, I'll tell you right now, this show is not going to do anything to change your mind. It's going to give you false character history. It's going to give you that kind of, this is action. This is all, I cannot say it enough, guys. It's action. Expect action. It's all you're getting out of this show is action. And you know, it's not that I'm trying to do this review like haphazardly. I'm trying to give you guys a good review of it. But it's one of those reviews that, you know, even when I was thinking about doing the review for it, I was like wondering, how am I going to convey what this show's about? I can't do it because the sheer fact that me conveying anything is like, how my usual methods are character progression, story. What story here? The warring periods. What character progression? The warring periods. Everything goes back to the warring periods. That's why this is gonna be a really short review. But I'll tell you right now, if you love like action-based anime that just are about, you know, using mass amounts of animation and very little storytelling, but more so just showing cool visual effects and cool story elements, and you know, I still learned some cool presentation values, this is your show to watch. But if you like a deeper lore, if you like character progression, if you like actual story, this might be not your cup of tea. You're gonna more so find this just entertaining in terms of action value. That's why if I had to review Sengoku Basara, A through F, I gave it a C. That's kind of, and I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be biased. I love action, but I'm being realistic. It's the concept of you're not gonna get anything out of this unless A, you played those games, B, you know about Japanese lore and history, or C, you just don't care about any of that stuff and you just care about action. That's it. That's why this is a very short review. I actually don't mind doing really short reviews sometimes because of the sheer fact that it's easy. This is an easy review for me because honestly, your miles will vary. You'll either love the show because of the action or you hate it. That's it. Anyways, guys, that's it for the review though. I hope you guys liked it. Promise that in the next review it will be a lot more so in terms of everything story-wise and all that. But till our paths cross again, next review, guys, like, comment, subscribe at the bottom. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.